Welcome back, fellow accelerators. Today, have we got a good one? About 2 nights ago, I was in bed and I was just going through my phone, as you do, and I come across a video from a famous podcast which I like to watch, and it had a doctor, and there was a big title saying, "Calories are a lie." Now, as you can imagine, this is a very controversial thing to say, so I just had to check this out and see what he had to say. Now, the good thing is that this just so happened to coincide with the video I was originally going to release today anyway. So the video I was going to release anyway was eating for fat loss versus eating for health. So this podcast was an hour and a half long, and naturally in bed, I'm not going to be listening to this before I go to sleep. So I jumped straight to the chapter which got my attention, which was the calories, and I watched what he had to say. In a nutshell, what he's saying is the calorie equation doesn't exist. It's all down to nutrition. So this doctor's philosophy is basically eat nutritious food, high in micronutrients, and that alone will take care of the weight loss or fat loss, which doesn't make any sense to me. Now, I'm going to put my point across now. Through all of the years that I have myself got into shape or helped somebody else lose weight or get into the shape they want and stay there long term, it's always been through tracking calories. Now, the doctor claims that there's no data or scientific research to back up that counting calories works. Now, this is a basic laws in physics. It's called the law of thermodynamics, and it's been proven that the human body is basically energy in versus energy out. Calories in, calories out. So I'm not really quite sure how or why he's dismissed this law. So here's an example of eating for health versus eating for fat loss. So eating for health basically means that you're getting lots of micronutrients in your diet. Now, micronutrients usually come from something called whole foods, and these have vitamins and minerals, and basically they're like your vegetables, your fruits, even carbohydrates and pastas and stuff. They have them, but obviously in smaller amounts. But if it's a whole food, generally they're going to bring some sort of nutrients. Now, unhealthy foods or junk foods are processed foods, and generally they obviously don't come with these natural vitamins and minerals. Sometimes they can be added artificially, which isn't the same thing. Now, here's the thing. Now, let's just say you was to cut all of the junk out your diet and all of the processed foods, and you was going to just solely focus on eating nutritious, healthy food, okay? But you ate too many calories of this nutritious food. Would you still lose weight or fat? And the answer is no, because I've done this myself. My clients have done this. The concept of, okay, let's cut all the junk out, let's eat super healthy and clean. Now, what happened was I was not losing any body fat. I wasn't actually looking any better. And actually, I wasn't really feeling any better. Even though I'd cut all of the junk out, all of the everything that you don't need, I was actually not reaching my goal, and I wasn't actually feeling better. Because in my opinion, once you go too far down one side of the rabbit hole or one side of the spectrum, it's not good. On the other hand, for fat loss, when it's calories in, calories out. Now, let's just say that you needed to eat 2,500 calories to maintain your body weight, and then you went down to 2,000 calories, and you ate nothing but sugar. Now, yes, you are going to lose weight, you're going to lose body fat, because the body needs that additional energy and it'll take it from the fat stores. But yes, you're not going to feel great, you're going to feel like absolute crap. So this is where the balance comes in. For me, what you want to do is you want to be in a calorie deficit. You want to get a mixture of the nutritious foods and the foods that you love. So a bit of chocolate, a bit of crisps. And obviously the base of your diet, like 80%, always wants to be from nutritious food, so you're feeling good. Now, this is going to sound ridiculous, but I've had it myself where you can eat too healthy and actually you don't actually feel any better for it. You've got nothing to look forward to and life just becomes a bit boring and actually it doesn't accelerate your results any quicker. All I find that happens is when somebody tries to go too clean and too strict, it's kind of like a nuclear weapon waiting to go off. So yes, I've done this myself in the past where you do feel great for the first few days. This is just because it's new, and then what happens is the withdrawal kicks in from not having the sugar, and then it really hits home how much like you enjoy having a bit of chocolate here and there. And you've more than likely experienced this yourself where you'll do 5 days of strictness and then get to the weekend, it's just like a nuclear bomb going off and you're just eating everything in sight. So I went through the comments and I noticed that you've got all of the New Year people who are watching this podcast because they've set the fat loss goals. And basically they're all like, yay, this is a great podcast. This is fantastic. And basically I think this is a case of he's telling them what they want to hear, not necessarily what they need to hear. Is that counting calories or calories is bad. Now here's the thing. Just because you're not counting your calories, it doesn't mean that they don't matter. Now, in my opinion, it's just a little bit of dangerous information for those people who have to lose body fat. Now, I can kind of see where he's coming from in a way. Sometimes by eating healthier, this in turn can make you eat less long term. Maybe that is what he means, given the benefit of the doubt. But ultimately, it does come down to your calories. Whether you like it or not, whether you count them or not, it's my opinion that it comes down to calories. So guys, if you've seen this podcast, can you let me know your opinion below and what you think about it? Okay guys, that's a wrap for today. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Cheers. Take it easy.